So y'all forgive my little clothes because I'm about to do a workout. But I have done a tutorial on how to do the pumpkin spice soap. I think it will help somebody who wants to make soap. So enjoy the video. Leave me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I have all my ingredients, my distilled water, my lye, my liquid oils, my colors, my embeds. Here's my mold. I have my hard butters and oils on top of a pot for the double boiler method. So once this liquefies, I'll pour it with the other liquids and then we'll continue from there. So the hard butters and oils is almost melted. So when it's completely melted, we're gonna combine it with the liquid oils and we're gonna let it sit to cool to between, well, under 100. So I try to go for like 96 or lower than that. So once this is all the way melted, we'll combine it. So it's all the way melted. That's just an air bubble. So I'm just gonna pour it into here and then we're gonna let it sit until it's between 96 and between like 96 and 85 degrees. And so now that it's all poured together, I just mix it, mix it to make sure everything's blended together. So we're just gonna mix it and then we're gonna let it sit. Gonna go chill for a minute. So while the oil and the butters are cooling down, this is the distilled water and this is the lye solution. I like to shake it to make sure it's all loosened up. Always wear protective gloves when using around lye because it does burn your skin. I don't have any on today because I don't know why I ain't got none on, but I should probably put some on. But always, 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 always wear your gloves. So you always want to pour the lye into the water. So here we go. And so here's the water. Here's the solution. Let me get a clean spatula. Hold on. So I got a clean spatula. Here's the solution. So you're gonna slowly pour in here and stir it, and so it's dissolved. It's gonna put off a lot of fumes. So you want to do this in a ventilated area. So I usually pour and stir because if you just dump it, it's gonna be clumpy. So I pour a little bit and stir at the same time. And once you're done pouring it all in there, keep stirring until you feel it's all dissolved. And then you can set this to the side and let this cool off also. But make sure you wear your gloves. Don't do like me. I probably don't have them on because I don't know where they're at. I have a whole box and just misplaced them. But you see it's gonna start smoking because it's gonna be really hot. And then you wanna stir it until it's dissolved. And be really, really careful. Here's my lye water solution. And here's my butters and oils. They're both gonna sit and cool down. And then once they're cooled down, we're gonna mix them together and start the really fun. Check the temperature first before we leave them. So here's the trusty thermometer. The water is at 169. You see how hot that is? That's hot. The oil is at 117. Now the water will probably cool down fast because it's water, but notice it is extremely hot. So when they get between 90 and 86 each, then I will mix them. I like to slope at lower temperatures. So guys, the water is at 95 and the oil is at 96. I don't know if you can see that. 96. So I'm gonna go ahead and combine them together and start the soap making process. So I have my strainer that I like to strain the lye water with. Let's slide this over, and then I just put the strainer over here, and then I just pour the lye water through the strainer. Make sure I shake it, get all the water. Then I tap this, make sure I got it all. Then I put it back in here and put it directly in the sink, an empty sink. And so now I hand mix it just with the spatula. I just mix the oils, butter, and the lye water solution together. I mix it by hand a little bit first. Just mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it. Now this, I'm gonna mix it and then I'm gonna stick blend it just a little. So now I have the spatula and the stick blender. I'll just mix them together like this, and then I'll slightly stick blend just to emulsification, not to even a trace. And then I'll just blend them around, and then I'm gonna add the fragrance and then separate some of the batter out, because I have 2 colors I'm gonna use. So I've added the fragrance oil. I separate them and added the fragrance. So the fragrance is spiced pumpkin that I'm using. It smells nice so far. So I'm just mixing the fragrance in, and then I'm gonna add this brown color. I don't know if you can see this brown color into the larger side, and then this orange color into the smaller portion. So I have the brown mixed, and I have the orange mixed. I think I'm gonna do an in the pot swirl, and then I'm gonna pipe the top. So that's what I'm gonna do. So for in the pot swirl, you just pour some of the mix from the other color into the batter you have. So pour some orange in here. Like so. And hopefully the orange don't discolor, because I don't know if the fragrance discolors. And then I'll pour it in the mold, and then I'll add some more orange in here in a minute. So I have all the soap in the mold, the orange and the brown. I have some leftover mix in here and some leftover orange. I'm gonna let this thicken up, put this on some press and seal, and then do some piping, which I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but we're gonna do some piping because we have to put these embeds in here some kind of way. So I put the leftover mix in here after it got thick with some press and seal. I put orange on one side, brown on the other side. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but we about to find out. Let's try to pipe something and see what happens. So I'm just gonna do the perimeter first and see if I have enough to build it up after that. So it looks pretty decent. So what I'm doing is just squeezing the bag slightly so it can come out. So we're gonna pipe the perimeter, and then we're gonna start to fill it in. And to get it to piping consistency, you just let it, to get it to piping consistency, just let the soap batter sit until it gets thick like a frosting kind of. And then you can put it in a piping bag, or you can use press and seal and put it in a piping bag. I try to use press and seal to eliminate the mess, but I still think it leaked out. So I'll just continue to pipe, and then we'll put the embeds in. So here is the top piped. I'm gonna spray some gold mica on it. It's mixed with alcohol. I'm just gonna spritz a little bit just to see what it does, because you know I like to be extra. Oh, it's pretty. So I'll spray a little gold on it, and then we're gonna put the embeds in. So I had my embeds already made, and I had my mold marked to kind of see where I can place the embeds. I don't know if I marked it right or good, but anyways, here's the piped with the leafed embeds. And you see the gold, the brown, and the orange on there. So we'll see how it looks when I unmold it, and then I'll show you guys the cut. Thank you. It came out pretty decent. They'll be cleaned up, but it came out pretty good. The marks on the cut, the mold was a little off, so